Tonight I'm taking a little break from the PBE polishes and I'm going to swatch the polishes that I got in August from Hella Handmade Creations. If you've never heard of Hella Handmade Creations before, it's a collab, what we call a collab box. Not really a box, but it's a big collaboration of a ton of indie makers. So it's really awesome because you have so many different makers that you can try out. And I really love the format of Hella Handmade Creations, which you'll hear me refer to as HHC if you're not familiar with it, because it's easier to say HHC than Hella Handmade Creations all the time. But the makers pick their own theme, and then they can just run with the theme for as long as they'd like. So some will do it, 3 to 6 months. Some people will do it a full year. There was one maker that did I think 2, maybe almost 3 years of a Pokemon theme. That was pretty awesome, let me tell you. But so it's a monthly box. It opens every month on the 14th. And then it runs usually to the 21st of every month. So of course now September's ordering has already closed, but they do have some overstock options. So you can always go to the website and check out what they've got left in their overstock options. What I'm going to be showing off tonight obviously isn't available anymore because I purchased these back in August. So I apologize. You could always check for destashes or wait for when they come through the overstock rotation. If there were any left, they'll show up in a few months in the overstock. So you can always keep an eye on that and see if there was any overpours that they have available that they will sell. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get right into it. Not going to be a long one tonight. I never order a whole lot from HHC, but I've got, I think, 7 polishes and then a scrunchie. Y'all, I can't wait to show you the scrunchie. They're awesome. All right, so we'll go ahead and get right into it here. All right, so first up, this is Water Lily from Alchemy Lacquers. And she is in, I think this was the last one. She was doing a Barbie doll theme. And I think this was the last one in her Barbie doll theme. Hello to everyone joining. Happy Sunday. I hope everyone's having a good weekend. All right, we'll go ahead and get our first coat on here. So again, this is not available anymore, but you can always watch Overstock on hellahandmadecreations.com and see if any become available in the next couple of months. But I really love this one. This base color is gorgeous. It's so soft and pretty. And then these flakes are amazing in here. So pretty. Here it is, one coat. This is Water Lily by Alchemy Lacquers. All right, let's see. Next up, I have a duo. So I don't normally, there's a handful of makers that regularly participate. Oh, sorry, we're way out of focus. That regularly participate in Hella Handmade, that do duos every month. I don't very often buy the duos, just because usually I'll like one polish and not the other. And you can buy them separately. So sometimes I will do that, but I just thought these two were really unique. So I went ahead and picked up both of them this month, or well, last month. So these are by Danny Vienna. This first one, this is Hero. And it's such a unique color. I love this green base, and then you've got like a pink, gold, orange shimmer in there. We'll go ahead and get our first coat on. And By Danny is a Brazilian brand, if you're not familiar with her. She is super sweet, wonderful woman, and she makes some gorgeous polishes. All right, here is one coat of Hero, and now you can really see that shimmer popping in it. Super pretty, interesting color. I don't have a lot. I don't know if I think I have like something along those lines, like a green with pink shimmer, but not quite like that shade with that shimmer. So I love it. It's a very unique polish, unique to my collection as well. All right, and here is the other half of the duo. It's reflective. You can see her little sticker on there. And of course, you can see the glitters in there. You can see the reflectives popping on the sides there. This is Year of the Sheep. So her duos typically are like a base color and then a topper. So obviously this is the topper, which actually, you know what I'm going to do? Because I'm really interested to see what it's going to look like over Hero. So I'm just going to do a second swatch. And this is not going in my swatch stick collection, so I'm actually going to paint on the top of it. But I want to get 2 coats of that down, and then I'm going to topper it with Year of the Sheep, because I want to see what it looks like over it. Because I feel like this is, I'm not sure how it's going to turn out. Like that green with this blue over, I'm not sure how it's going to work. So we're going to find out together. But here we go with 1 coat of Year of the Sheep, and I just really loved this one. For these, I love these irregular glitters that she puts in here, these little white ones. Let's see if I can get a few. There's a couple. I'll have to give this one a good shake. Maybe I'll sit it upside down and that will get the glitters off of the bottom there. So here it is in 1 coat, and you can see those little white irregular glitters popping in there. Super pretty. All right, moving along here. So next up, this is Jen and Berries. So she was doing a theme, and I believe this is the last one also. She was doing a theme based on the Great British Bake Off, which I guess is a TV show. So this is the Showstopper. Jen and Berries is one of my all-time favorite makers. I absolutely adore her and her polishes. Her polishes are always so good. It's an awesome formula, beautiful colors. And to me, that's the best thing about HHC is there are so many makers that participate. You're bound to find a few favorites. You know, and it's a nice way to try new brands, like new to you brands or makers, however you want to call it. Here's 1 coat of Showstopper. So pretty. All right, next up we have another one of my favorites here. So this is Red Eye Lacquer. She is doing a Pokemon theme, which I love anything Pokemon. So, of course, I have been getting these I've been getting hers since she started the Pokemon theme. This is Donphin. We'll go ahead and get our first coat on here. Again, this is just one of those really unique shades that I kind of gravitate towards. I love the kind of funky earth tone base shades, the browns, the greens. And then you throw some pretty shimmer in there. Sold. So here is 1 coat of Donphin. So fun. right, next up, this is Sassy Sauce. And this is also what I'm wearing on my nails. So that's 2 coats on my nails. This is The Wetter the Better. I believe she is doing shoes. I think her theme was shoes. I'm pretty sure that's what this one still is. But we'll go ahead and get this on our first coat here. Now this one definitely could be used as a topper. I do not have anything on under this on my nails. It's just 2 coats. But you could certainly do an undie of some sort, whether it be just a Brilliant base coat, or whatever cream you'd like, because it is a sheer polish here, as you can tell. So 1 coat would make a perfect topper. I have it 2 coats on my nails, and I'm happy with that. I do still have a little bit of visible nail line. You could build it up with 1 more coat, I think, and be good with 3. But it is so pretty. I love all that shimmer, and then you've got those little flakies in there. So much fun. All right, last up for the polishes here. We have Victorian Varnish. So this is Celestial Clockwork. This, again, one of my all-time favorite makers. Her polishes are incredible. She is an amazing lady, and she is really good at what she does. So she also very much loves magnetics. This one is a magnetic, and she does magnetics really good. So it'll be a little hard in the bottle just because of the bubble, but I'll show you the pull there before I get it on the swatch stick. But you can see that nice dark base with those beautiful blue-purple flakes once you pull that gold line. So I'll go ahead and get it on our first coat here, and then I'm going to set it off to the side, off camera, on the magnet to do its thing. And you can always wear a magnetic polish unmagnetized. Like if you like the way it looks just like this, which is gorgeous, you don't have to magnetize magnetic polishes. No one will come after you for not magnetizing a magnet. Like there's no laws against it. There's no unwritten rule that just because it's magnetic, you have to magnetize it. So if you like it better just as it is, then that's how you wear it. Jessica is here. Hey, Jessica. Happy Sunday. Thanks for popping in. All right, so here it is in 1 coat unmagnetized. I am going to set it off to the side, let it do its thing before I talk too much and it dries. All right, then the last thing I have to show you before we come through on our second coats. So this is kind of really special to me. So one of my good friends actually is in HHC as a maker. She does not do polish, but her and her mother make something really cool. It's a mother-daughter duo. And so I'm super excited that she's in there and I get to support her every month. And she makes a really awesome product. So the name is Lizmo's Creations. I am very blessed that she actually lives fairly close to me. So I do get to see her fairly frequently. And we get to hang out. And, you know, she's awesome. I love her and her husband. We do try to do dinner once a month. Just says, finally made it. I've been missing you. Yes, you're here. Thank you for coming on. So her and her mom make a product. It's called a Scrunchie Plus. So she is starting a new theme. Now this is the first one in her new theme. And it's this beautiful cotton scrunchie. It's this gorgeous pink with gold marbling, like marble veining. It's absolutely stunning. And it's a pretty good size scrunchie. You know, if you've got really thick hair, like that's still it's gonna take care of you. But the best part about these and why it's called the Scrunchie Plus is you guys can see there's a little zipper here. It opens up. So they've got this awesome little tag here, so adorable. So it's Lizmo's Creations. You can also find her on Etsy, but she does have products in the overstock section of hellahandmadecreations.com that you can go check out. But so when you order one of her Scrunchie Pluses, you will also get, and this is her thing, is cuticle oil. So you get this adorable little 2 milliliter roller, and it's so cute. You know, you just open it, go ahead and swipe it on. Oop, don't throw the cap like I just did. And then you can just put it right in your Scrunchie Plus, close it up, and go on about your business. You can either wear it on your wrist like I like to do. You can still wear it in your hair. Like you don't notice that. Like I can feel it right there. You can see it when I squeeze it, but in your hair you don't notice it. And then when you need to oil on the go, you just pop it out, do your little swipe, toss it back in. You can also keep, it will fit. In fact, I have 2 of these in mine that I wear, and I also have a lip balm. So I have 2 of those little rollers, and then I shove my lip balm in there, and that's what I wear on my wrist. So I always have my lip balm, I always have my cuticle oil, no matter where I go. It's so much fun. But you could fit some other, like if you want to shove a $20 bill in there, you know, if you don't want to take your whole wallet and just need a little bit, you can fold that up and toss it in here too. Like, I mean, you've got some options. You can, I don't want to say you can cram a ton in here because remember you are wearing it on your wrist. But your little essentials, toss them in, you're good to go. You know, for any smokers out there, you can fit a lighter in here so you never lose your lighter again. There you go. I know that's an issue. So every month she comes out with a new pattern. Like I said, she just started a new theme. So it's this aura theme. So the first one here is the pink. And then her cuticle oil this month is pink aura. So every month she has a different color or pattern. And then she has a different scent of cuticle oil. And I have not been disappointed with her cuticle oils yet. They smell amazing. They're not super duper strong. So if you have some sensitivities, you know, depending on how sensitive your sensitivity is, you should be okay. None of them are super potent, like you just took a bath in perfume. Nothing like you really have to get your fingers up to your face and sniff. You know, you can smell it initially when you first put it on and it wafts a little bit, but honestly, you know, I almost wish they were scented more because I love the scents. And they are very subtle, which I know is good for a lot of people, but I really love the scent. So like half the time I do want to take a bath in it. But you'll get this little 2 milliliter roller ball that you keep in the scrunchie. And then she sends a 5 milliliter refill with. So when you order your first one through her, she sends a little tool. So when you use up all of this one, there's a little tool that you can actually pull this white cap out, and then you go ahead and refill, and then you push the cap back in and you're good to go. And when I tell you, ever since I started getting these from her, I oil like a madwoman at work. Like after every time I wash my hands, I just pull this out of my scrunchie and I oil. If I'm sitting around bored waiting for a patient, I oil. Like it's almost kind of ridiculous how many times a day I'm oiling my nails with that little roller ball. Plus, it's just the cutest gosh darn thing. So make sure you guys, please go check out my friend. Again, it's Lizmo's Creations. You can either check out her Etsy shop or on hellahandmadecreations.com. and you can see what is left available from her offerings through there. But so much fun. These are awesome. I'm telling you, you guys all need one of these. And she's got a lot of different patterns to choose from. So there is my shout out on that, because I'm not so great about showing those off like I should be. But I do get one every month from HHC from her. So definitely make sure if you're going to check out polishes, you check those out too, because they are awesome. All right, now we can get into our second coats. Let me get off my little soapbox. Sorry, I really, yes, she's my friend and I love to support her, but it's a really cool product. Like, I tell everybody, like, if anybody ever asks about my scrunchie or something, or they see me pull my lip balm out and use it, I immediately go into my spiel. All right, so back to the polishes here. First up, we had Water Lily from Alchemy Lacquers. So we'll go ahead and get our second coat on there. And I didn't even get to ask yet, did anybody get to do anything fun this weekend? I am exhausted, y'all. Let me tell you, we've had a very busy week and an even busier weekend. Today, finally, we didn't have anything that we really needed to do. We ran a couple of errands, did some grocery shopping, things like that. But I really had all intents and purposes of, staying in my pajamas all day and not leaving the house. But, we have kids here, so we kind of needed food. All right, here is 2 coats of Water Lily. I absolutely love this polish. It is so pretty. Alchemy is so good. All right. Oh, focus, camera, come back. Come back. Thank you. All right, next up is the first in the duo that we got from by Danny Vienna. This is Hero. So again, I'm going to do it on 2 swatch sticks because I want to do the other one over the top. So we'll do this one first because this will be in with all the rest of the swatch sticks. So that goes on the bottom. And in case anybody wonders why I paint the bottom, oh, hold on, let me set that there for a sec. I'll show it to you in just a sec. Let me get the second coat on here first. I paint the underside of my swatch sticks because right now all my swatch sticks are organized by maker, and I just keep them in plastic Ziploc bags because, I'm so fancy. And when I first started, I always kept them in plastic baggies. I used to have them separated by color, but now it's just by maker. But I was always afraid that if I painted on the tops in the bags, like they would rub together and then they would end up chipping. So I paint the bottom side so that that doesn't happen. And maybe it wouldn't happen. I don't know. Maybe someone can let me know if that's how if you keep your swatch sticks in Ziploc bags too. Let me know if you have that issue. But I was always worried about it happening, so I started painting the undersides. This is 2 coats of Hero from by Danny Vienna. Such a pretty color. I think it's perfect for this time of year where it's not quite fall yet, but it's not really summer anymore either, because it's got that deep, really pretty fall green, but then you get the pops of that pink gold shimmer that's still kind of like summer. All right, so here is the other half of the duo. This is Year of the Sheep. So we'll get our second coat on here, and then I'll see if that other swatch stick of Hero is dry enough for me to do a coat of this over it. Oh, the second coat just makes that shimmer pop. Oh, this is so pretty. I love this. Let me just set that off to the side real quick. All right, so here it is in 2 coats. Now you can see it is still a little sheer. It was meant to be a topper. So if you're going to wear this on its own, you could try to build up in 3 coats. I think it's still going to be a little sheer at 3. But you might want to do an undie if you're wearing this alone. At least some kind of blurring base coat. Then I think you'll be good. Gosh, that's so pretty though. I love it.